Donald Trump has survived an assassination attempt, but as more information starts to leak out, the big question remains: why did this happen? With the motive still unclear, the mainstream media are naming the shooter as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks. All that we know about the shooter so far is that he was a registered Republican but had also donated to some liberal causes in the past. Now in this video I want to speculate on some of the reasons as to how this assassination attempt was even possible and who may well be behind it. The first majorly odd thing about all this is how in this day and age a shooter got that close to Donald Trump, especially when you have eyewitnesses being interviewed by the BBC stating they themselves saw the shooter before.
So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle, absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof, we can see him from right here. We see him, he's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
Now, as I say, I'm only speculating here. I don't know what's happened for certain, but this does sound odd. The American Secret Service has limitless wealth and experience, and how on earth are average citizens seeing the shooter and the Secret Service not? This has led to people like Andrew Tate espousing theories that the powers that be actually allowed this to happen. Theories like this have been furthered by people such as Alex Jones, who believe it's a globalist attack to take Trump out. The theory goes that the globalist elites know that their man, Joe Biden, is now too doddery and senile to actually mount any effective opposition to Donald Trump, and henceforth to maintain their power, they've decided to take Trump out. The second major theory is that the shooter was brainwashed by the relentless Trump Derangement Syndrome you see from celebrities in the media, often termed TDS. Celebrities, like much of the left-wing media, live in a bubble. They don't really live in reality, and they create fake realities that they live in, that Trump is some neo-Hitlerian style figure like the idiotic Robert De Niro did recently.
I love this city. I don't want to destroy it. Donald Trump wants to destroy not only the city, but the country, and eventually he could destroy the world.
You get stupid, hysterical rhetoric like that from celebrities and the left-wing media all the time. And if you have a psychologically damaged individual who wants to make a name for himself like the shooter, he thinks he's some sort of hero by taking Trump out and stopping Hitler. Then you have the assortment of the typical types who think the whole thing is staged so Donald Trump will go back into power. But personally, I don't think conspiracies of that nature are helpful at all here. Remember, someone has been murdered as well. Second to that, I understand why some people might think along those lines, because the optics are excellent for Donald Trump here. Given that Donald Trump raises his fist defiantly after being shot, when the shooter could still be at large to his knowledge at that point, and Joe Biden can barely make it up some stairs, I think we're looking at Donald Trump being the next president for certain now. Anyway, let me know down below which of the theories you think is the most plausible, as well as sharing any theories I may have missed out and any other facts that are breaking from the story. If you're new, do consider subscribing to the channel.